Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a video on the Natasha Denona Cranberry palette. So basically today I'm going to figure out if it's as bad as everyone says it is. So please stay tuned because I'll do some quick swatches and then I will get into a tutorial and give you my final thoughts at the end. Alright guys, I'm back. I got my base on and check out this highlight. It's the MAC Snow Flushed and it just looks blinding, and surprisingly it doesn't give me too bad of a cast. Like, you can kind of see it but not really. But anyway, I did swatches on my arm. I had to build them up twice except for the first shade. So we have Nude, Blossom, which in the pan it looks like a really deep burgundy. Why is it pink? Huh? No. This is Botanic. This is Sakura, which is kind of a red, but it's pink in the pan. Like, no, it's like red. Gives it more accuracy. It just Blossom does not. And then the last pink shade is Daisy. So let's get into this tutorial. Alright, I'm going to take a fluffy brush, this fluffy brush, and because I'm going to take Sakura, which is the red color, I'm just going to put this all in my crease. Well, today we are going to see why this palette is so freaking bad. And as of right now, one of the colors doesn't even look like itself in the pan. So that kind of concerns me a little bit. So hopefully this doesn't end up being bad because it's expensive for 5 shades. Like, what is it, $48 for 5 shades, and all of them better freaking work. I'm just saying, because 5 shades for $48. 5 shades for $48. So we'll see. If you hear a lot of background noise, my dog's out and I have the sliding door open next to me because we're trying to not use our air conditioning, because it went from 40 degrees in Pennsylvania to 60. So, does that surprise you? Not me. Just so you know, in this coming week, I'm going to be doing a video on the 35 Boss Mood palette. It was requested by I believe a subscriber, and I'm going to get that put out. I am not doing that ugly ass green and orange look. That will not be going up on my channel, because let me tell you, whenever I looked at some of the reviews for it, I was like, why? Like, why? Because that is one ugly color scheme. It would have been different if it would have been like a hunter green, but it was a puke green. Like, why would you do that? Puke green with orange. You're asking for like the ugliest color scheme to go up on your eye. But I'm probably going to be using the pinks and purples. Now, if you want to see an all green look, I can do an all green look later, but I don't know if that's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to do 2 videos or just 1 video with 2 looks in it. But my videos are already long enough, so I'd hate to see you guys sit down and watch a 40-minute video tutorial just so I can get 2 looks in one swoop. So I'll figure it out. Just know it's going to be up before this Friday, so I may film it tomorrow, I may film Thursday. I am not 100% sure yet. Alright, Sakura, as of right now, not a bad shade. Went on really nice, really easy. So I'm going to take a pencil brush because I'm going to attempt to halo eye this look for you. Don't come for me if it looks like shit though. So I'm going to dip into Blossom, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to coat my brush and go on the outer V. There's the color payoff I was hoping for. Swatch doesn't do justice. soon as you get that nice packing brush in there, yeah, you get pigment. Huzzah. Alright, so. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I'm really hoping this turns out really nice for you guys, because I'm not one to do halo eyes. I'm usually a cut crease kind of person, but we'll find out. So I'm just going to try and deepen up this inner corner a little bit more. Then I'm just going to go in the crease with the brush just a little bit, like so. Just try and get that nice little halo effect. I'm going to try. I don't think I'm going to cut it for the halo, just so that way it blends a lot easier. But don't come for me, I will blend this out in a second, just not right now, because I want to make sure I can get the pigment down exactly the same on this side and get the halo in the right spot. Now, I know my makeup skills are not as great as most of the makeup artists out there, but just remember, I'm doing this from a consumer's point of view. I'm doing it because I've told you I'm not an MUA, I'm not anything, I'm not an amateur or anything. I just like to sit down and do my makeup because I am a consumer and I have a love of makeup. So for me, it's just one of those things where I love makeup and I know all of you guys love makeup. So I do this from a consumer's point of view, because not everybody that comes onto YouTube is a makeup artist. Not everybody that sits down and does makeup is good at it their first time. Like, I never was, and the worst part was my mom was in cosmetology. She didn't teach me how to do my makeup. The most she let me learn on my own, so that way I had my own style, and she didn't teach me like her style because my eyes were a lot different than hers. I had a different style than she did, and that's just basically how you need to go about it whenever you start with makeup. You need to do what feels right to you. So if you look at a freaking nude palette the first time and you're like, oh, this will work because I'm new to makeup, but it doesn't speak to you, then you're not a nude palette kind of person. Put it down. Grab color. It's okay to start out with color. Like, I never thought I'd see the day that I'd use color, because I was always about that nude. I loved nudes. Nudes were just so easy for me. They came more naturally to me because that's what I gravitated towards. Now I can do pinks and purples, and I can do all this other stuff. Like I did blue for the first time since I started makeup, and that was hard because I've never done blue. I've never used blues. I've never used grays. I've never smoked anything out. But as I got older, my style evolved. It got better. It takes time. Now, I'm not saying go out there and buy like this huge ass palette. Start with a quad. Start with a quad. It doesn't have to be a quad that a YouTuber recommended. It can be any quad. It could be something. It could be any palette that speaks to you in any way, shape, or form. Like, for example, like if you don't want to buy a quad, go on to Makeup Geek's website. Buy a couple shadows. Buy 3 shadows. Buy a shimmer, a crease shade, and a deeper crease shade. There you go. You made your own palette. It could be your favorite colors. It could be the perfect combination that you have ever used. It could be blues, it could be pinks, it could be green and pink. It could be like what's her name? Oh, she's from Sweden. I think it's Angelica. Where is my beauty blender? Oh, there it is. Like, I love watching her videos because she has such good color schemes. Like, she did this pink and green look, like this color pink with like green on the lid. It was beautiful. I was like, oh my god, I wish I could pull that off. Well, currently at the moment, it looks like I could probably pull it off if I had a green in my arsenal, which I don't. Well, not the one that, not like an emerald or like a really like nice minty green to go with this look. But I'm just saying, makeup has no bounds. You can do whatever you want with makeup. Alright, so the Secure shade turned out, not the Secure shade, the Blossom shade turned out really nice. Like, look at these. Like, I have no blending problems, like, no patchiness. It's really pretty. Like, still though, for me, like, the price is a little steep if you think about it, because who wants to spend a lot of money? But, I think I'm gonna go with the Daisy shade on the inner. I like my inner. I'm just gonna use my finger. I don't feel like going crazy and trying to, this is like the lazy man's halo eye. Like, no joke. So, where I didn't put that color, like where I didn't put like the Blossom shade or the Secure shade, just tap your finger right over it. Like so. Because you blended your edges and everything, so whenever you put the shimmer shade on, it will already be blended into itself. Like so. See? Lazy Man's Halo. Now, you do have a lot of excess product, but it's a really pretty color. I was impressed it's this color right here. Kind of reminds me of Bubbly from ColourPop. It's one of the Super Shock shadows that I have. If I would have brought down my whole like makeup organizer, I probably would show you. I'm just taking Blossom a little bit more like closer to the edge, just so that way it's like nice and deep and you can see the contrast, because it's kind of almost all one color, to be honest. And even though I have it all out nice and blended, we just kind of want to do a little bit extra just to make sure it's like a really good halo. And don't worry, whatever's left and whatever I'm trying to fix, I'm going to blend out. I will blend out, I promise. But just going in that Blossom shade, and I'm just deepening up my outer V and that inner corner right here, just to make sure there is contrast, so that way you can see my halo. Ta-da. Now right here, I'm just going to blend this part out a little bit, because I accidentally went too far with it. So I want to blend this out to give it that lighter effect, and then that way it can be lighter and then darker. Ta-da! Look at that! I did a halo eye, and it actually looks somewhat decent. Holy shit! But no, this is the Lazy Man's Halo Eye. This is just literally, you put your color down, you don't have to worry about cutting the crease, just put it on your finger, tap it in the center, good to go. Now, I'm probably not going to use every shade in this palette. I'm not going to use the Botanic because it's a little too dark. That would be something that I would do, like this, put it on the outer, and then put this shade on the inner, and then do the nude in the tear duct, I guess. Inner corner, that's it. But I'm just gonna put the nude shade on the inner corner just to give it a little bit of contrast. Try not to go too crazy because I don't want to outshine that matte shade right there. Yeah, that's really pretty. But because I took it up a little too high, I'm going to take the pencil brush that I had with Blossom on it, and I'm just going to blend it down a little bit just so that way it has a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. This is the first time this has ever worked out. But I'm going to take that same pencil brush and I'm going to dip into Blossom again, tap off, and then I haven't mastered this yet, but I'm going to do the outer right here, and then I'm going to go in and do the inner right here. Alright, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to do the outer. Yeah, my ugly face is coming out. And then do the inner portion. Now here's the hard part. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to try. But taking the pencil brush that I did my inner corner with, I'm gonna lick it, dip into Daisy, which is on my lid, and I'm going to go right there. I tried. I haven't really been able to master that just yet, but I'm trying. I'm working on it. So, overall from this palette, with the shades that I used, which was 4 out of the 5, which I can't really complain about. Very little fallout. I just think I have my freaking highlight shade all over my face as well. But, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm feeling liner, and I'm just going to put mascara on because I just ordered new lashes, so I won't be wearing lashes for a while. Plus the eyelash glue is driving me insane. So I'll be back. Alright guys, I got my liner. I did my mascara, as you can see, and I put 1995 on by Pat McGrath, and then I just added a little bit darker blush so that way I didn't look totally washed out from doing this halo eye. But overall, do I think the palette is worth the money? You get 5 shades for $48. No. But if you have the money and you really want this palette, I think it's a good palette. I didn't really have a problem with any of the shades. None of them were patchy. Now, you're gonna have a pink eye, and as you can see, the shades don't look pink. They should be like red and burgundy. But I'm sure if you build up the color, you can get that kind of payoff. So it really is up to you. I think it's a good palette. I don't know why everybody had a problem with it. because I didn't. Like, I even managed to do a halo eye without knowing how to do a halo eye. So if you have the money, yes. If not, not really, because $48 for 5 shadows just is not cool. But for me, I'll be using this palette again. Like, this is like the perfect, like, Christmas, like, New Year's Eve look, like Christmas Eve look, New Year's Eve look. Probably not Thanksgiving, because it's just a little it's a little bold for Thanksgiving, but the highlight. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you comment, I hope you like, I hope you subscribe. And to my 20 subscribers, thank you so much for believing in me. You guys are wonderful and I love all of you. Please have a wonderful day.